hand-to-hand combat. What's up team, how's it going? Welcome to today's video. Welcome to Combat Ready HQ. I'm Craig, a former British soldier, and we are looking at the Gendarmerie Special Public Security Command. These are some form of police tactical unit within Turkey. They seem to be a very specialised unit. They're not military, they are police, but from the research I've done, they're just as skilled as the military sort of special forces. They do conduct their own specialist training, underwater operations, hostage rescue, riot control, other high threat criminal sort of actions, but they also do get trained by sort of military instructors as well. So you can sort of, to compare them to British, I would say like CTSFO, so counter-terrorism specialist firearms officers. Whether they're as highly skilled, I don't know, but that's sort of what they're on par as, I would say, compared to UK to Turkey. But check out the original video in the description. Let's see what they do, what kit they use. Hopefully you enjoy this. Remember to like, share and subscribe, but let's get into it now. Loving the editing skills of this. So what we can see here is they're using some form of MTP, so multi-terrain pattern uniform. You've got your single sort of night vision case, so your binoculars, standard sort of roll mat. A lot of guys in the British military do that. They have it rolled up or they cut it into squares so it fits into your Bergens better. Some decent sort of form of day sack or Bergen. Here's the underwater training. Done an amphibious assault. Nice. So far as I'm aware, in the UK, the only sort of units we have close to this, sort of doing amphibious assaults, would be obviously top tier one would be Special Boat Service, UK Special Forces. Then you'd have the Royal Marines under them, and you've got 148 battery in the Royal Artillery. But I don't believe CTSFO in the UK do amphibious, from far as I'm aware. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Was that the FP90 they were using there? There's the MP5. So they're moving quickly, they're moving well. Doing airplanes. Hand-to-hand combat. Really good editing of this, really good. Look at the vehicles they use. What was that? I don't really know that weapons system. Is that an HK-33? The helmets I've not really seen before either. They've obviously got their own sort of helmets that they've brought in. Plate carriers, pistol on the side. The way they move, they look really professional, really highly skilled. Really good. So now going into the mountains. These guys can do it all. Using dogs, standards in most specialist units. Dogs are just a brilliant tool. Mountain rescue. It's pretty cool how they're moving by heli there. Even do parachuting. So I would really put these on par with like UKSF. Whether they're at the same level tactically, I couldn't tell you. But just from what they do, so the skill sets they have, free falling, parachuting, mountain rescue, amphibious assaults, underwater diving, from the vehicles they're using, the MTP, so the uniforms they're wearing, the weapon systems they've got a lot of HK weapons. I know they use the is it the MP4 now? I think the M4 they use the MP5, FP90. Really, yeah. So from what the research I've done, I've seen that they're a police tactical unit, but I'd say they're more military. So please, if someone can comment below, are they more sort of part of the police, public services, public security, or are they actually military? Do an urban CQB. Moving in well. As you saw there, when you enter a door, whatever way the first man goes, the second man's just going to go the opposite direction. So if he goes to the right, you're going to the left, and you're going straight to the corner and round like they did there. Very smooth. And correct me if I'm wrong, is this the FP90? Never used it. We don't use it in the UK, but I know it's quite popular in other sort of nations. So this is the weapon system going on about. Get rid of my face. It's the FP90, isn't it? Balaclavas to hide their identity. Using civilian vehicles, military vehicles. Ops core helmets. These are guys that you look like you don't want to mess with. If you're in Turkey and you get into trouble and these guys show up, you know you're in the shit. Ghillie suits. Look at all the different things that they do. Defensive driving. I'm guessing this is obviously their headquarters or sort of where their training camp is. I love the like video shots they've got here. So Joak. Absolutely brilliant. Like I said, every nation does it different. So we've got UK Special Forces do foreign and domestic counter-terrorism, hostage rescue, direct raids. You've then got CTSFO, the counter-terrorism specialist firearms officers within the UK. So they're the grey suits or plainclothes police officers, deal with sort of domestic counter-terrorism issues. Very highly skilled in CQB, urban warfare, you know, cutting around in helis, plainclothes, you know, sort of clothing, civilian cars, loads of different type of weapon systems, ops core helmets, specialist comms equipments. And then below them we have sort of the Royal Marines, the Paras, Pathfinders, who once again domestic and foreign. These guys seem like their skill sets up there with UKSF, but just deal with domestic but they also do hostage rescue, so they must go abroad as well. So if you could comment below. From the research I've done, they're like a police unit, so they're more come under police force, or in Turkey does sort of the police and military sort of mixed together. I'd be very interested to sort of hear your thoughts on this. Decent. I know they use the M4 now. They use quite a few HKs, so Heckler and Glock weapon systems. Their MTP looked pretty good. It was like an MTP digicam uniform that they were wearing. The helmets have never seen before, but they were like, sometimes they're wearing more of an Ops Corps sort of black tactical helmet. Other times they're more of a green sort of shape to our old sort of Virtus and our sort of like Mark 7s and stuff. Standard sort of boots, trousers, some sort of chest rig, plate carriers, pistols on the sides, magazines in the front of their chest, Bergens, roll mats, all very, very similar. Obviously, where these specialise is diving, where they go into the mountains. Very, very interested. You know, like I said, please comment below if I've got anything wrong or anything you can add. But thanks for watching. Remember to head over to combatreadyhq.co.uk. We've got all our new merch ready available. I've got the Alpha T on. So these are now readily available. So head over to there if you'd like to get one. And remember to like, share and subscribe and comment below with what your thoughts are and what you want to see next. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.